Hi! Systems of equations. The funnest of equations are the systems of equations. So, a system of equations is two or more equations working together like a team. Always work together. You always do better when you work together. Just kidding. Getting off topic. Okay, so if there is no solution to the equation, that means that there are two lines that never ever touch. They go forever in every single direction, or just in the two directions, but they go forever and they never touch, which means they are parallel lines, because the only lines that don't ever touch are parallel lines. Right? Yep. If they have one solution, that means they only cross at one point. At that little point right there. Yep. And if they're infinite solutions, that means that it is the same exact line. Boom. See? Did you see how it changed from blue to green? Same line. So that means it's the same line, and they always are touching all the time because they're just the same. Yep. Okay. So directions. Solve each system of equation by substitution. I think I spelled that wrong. I did. That's funny. Substitution. I'm sorry. Okay. So we have y equals negative 7x minus 1 and y equals x minus 9. We're going to take that first equation there and we're going to plug it in for the y on the second equation. So you get negative 7x minus 1 equals x minus 9. So I just took this, boom, this little guy, and I plugged him in right there for that little guy. Right? Now I'm going to solve for my x's. So I'm going to add the 7x, and I get 8x minus 9 on the right and negative 1 on the left. Add that 9 over, you get 8 equals 8x. Divide by 8, and x equals 1. Now I need to solve for y, so I'm going to take that, and I'm going to plug it back in up there. So I get y equals 1 minus 9, which is negative 8. Then we have to write our answer as an ordered pair, so that's going to be negative 1, or whoa, back up. 1, negative 8. Boom. Let's do another. So we got our systems here. Y equals negative 5x plus 30. And 7x plus 3y equals 42. So I'm going to take that top one and plug it in for the y on the bottom. So I get 7x plus 3 times negative 5x plus 30 equals 42. Distribute that 3 and you get 7x, and then negative 15x plus 90 equals 42. And that's negative 8x plus 90 equals 42. Subtract the 90. Negative 8x equals negative 48. Divide by negative 8. And x equals 6. Then we're going to take that 6, because we still have to solve for y. And we're going to plug it in up there. So I'm going to have y equals negative 5 times 6 plus 30, which is negative 30 plus 30. Negative 30 plus 30 more. Boom, gone, 0. So that's y equals 0. Write it as an ordered pair, 6, 0. Boom. Okay, let's look at this one. So you get 6x minus 5y equals negative 28. 7x plus y equals 22. We're going to look at that bottom equation, and we're going to solve it for y. So I'm going to subtract the 7x over, and I get y equals negative 7x plus 22. Then I'm going to plug that in to the top equation. Don't plug it back into the bottom equation. Plug it back into the top equation. So we get 6x minus 5 times negative 7x plus 22 equals negative 28. Distribute that 5 and you get 6x plus 35x minus 110 equals negative 28. That's 41x minus 110 equals negative 28. Add the 110. 41x equals 82. Divide by 41. X equals 2. dose. Okay? Then we're going to plug it in up there. And I'm just going to use that equation because it's already solved for y. Mine as well. So it's going to be y equals negative 7 times 2 plus 22, which is negative 14 plus 22, which is positive 8. Ordered pair, 2, 8, booyah. Okay, let's skip D and let's go to E. Woohoo. Okay, we have 2y equals 6x plus 10, 3x minus y equals 5. Solve that one for y. So I'm going to divide everything by 2. And I get y equals 3x plus 5. Then I'm going to plug that into the bottom equation. Distribute that negative. Boom, boom. So you get 3x minus 5 equals 5. Well, 3x minus 3x, bye. And you get negative 5 equals 5. But on no planet, especially the planet of Earth, will negative 5 ever equal 5? You can't, that's just not possible. You can't have negative $5 somehow equal $5. Just doesn't work. So that is not true, which means that our answer here is no solution. Sorry, I don't know what's happening with my voice. That was scary. So if you end up with two numbers that do not equal each other, that will never equal each other on this planet of Earth, ever, then it's not true. There's no solution. There's nothing that we could plug in to make these equal, which means that those two lines are parallel. Wow. Okay, let's skip F also, I guess. And let's go to elimination. Now, elimination, if you like substitution, super awesome. Elimination, you have to like it because once we get to 3 variable systems, you have to be able to use elimination. So pay real close attention, folks. So we have x plus 7y equals 17 and x minus y equals negative 7. We're going to choose which one to eliminate. And I'm going to choose my x's because they are the same exact. X and x. Going to be pretty simple. I'm going to multiply that bottom equation by negative 1 because I'm going to think x plus what will give me 0. Well, it's the opposite of whatever that is, so it's going to be negative x. So I need to see what do I multiply that by to get me a negative x. Well, it's a negative 1. So that's going to be negative 1 times y, or times x minus y equals negative 7. Distribute that into all 3 terms. So that's going to be negative x plus y equals positive 7. Bring that other equation down so you get x plus 7y equals 17. Those x's cancel. You get 8y equals 24. Divide by 8. Y equals 3. Then we have to solve for x, so we're going to plug it back in up there. So you get x minus 3 equals negative 7. Add that 3 over, and you get x equals negative 4. Ordered pair, negative 4, positive 3. Let's look at this one. So we have 3x plus 2y equals 22. 5x minus 2y equals 42. This is already solved for us. Those are going to cancel. So we get 8x equals 64. Divide by 8. X equals 8. Now we're going to plug it back in up there. So you get 3 times 8 plus 2y equals 22, which is 24 plus 2y equals 22. Subtract that 24. 2y equals negative 2. And y equals negative 1. Write it as an ordered pair. 8, negative 1. Boom. Okay. Let's do this one. So again, this one is not as simple. We don't know what to eliminate here because our x's aren't very easy. Our y's aren't very easy. So I'm just going to choose x. Why not? We're going to multiply that one by 2. We're going to multiply the bottom one by negative 5 because they need to be opposite signs. So 1 needs to be multiplied by a negative. 1 needs to be multiplied by a positive. When I multiply that top by 2, I get 2 times 5x plus 3y equals negative 7. Distribute that in. That's 10x plus 6y equals negative 14. Look at the bottom. We're going to multiply that by negative 5. Distribute it in. You get negative 10x minus 35y equals negative 15. Then we're going to put them on top of each other. Those cancel. 6y minus 35y is negative 29y. Negative 14 minus 15 is negative 29. Divide by negative 29 and y equals 1. Then we're going to plug it back in up there. So you get 2x plus 7 times 1 equals 3, which is 2x plus 7 equals 3. Subtract the 7, 2x equals negative 4. So divide by 2, x equals negative 2. So that's going to be negative 2, positive 1. Cool? Let's look at this one. So we have 3x minus 9y equals 9. 4x minus 12y equals 36. Let's eliminate x's again, because there's not really a clear one to do here. So I'm going to multiply that by 4, multiply that by negative 3. So 4 times that is going to give me 12x minus 36y equals 36. Multiply that bottom by negative 3. You get negative 12x plus 36y equals negative 144. Put them on top. Those cancel. Those also cancel. So I'm left with 0 equals negative 108. In no planet, even Earth, will that ever work. So that is not true. And there's no solution. Let's skip examples K and L. Let's go to this nifty little guy, M. So we're given that R equals 2. So I'm going to plug that in to there. So I get 2 times 2 plus 5s plus t equals 12, which is 4 plus 5s plus t equals 12. Subtract the 4, 5s plus t equals 8. So look at that bottom one. Negative 2 times 2 plus 3s minus t equals negative 4. So negative 4 plus 3s minus t equals negative 4. Add the 4, you get 3s minus t equals 0. Now it looks like those t's are going to cancel if I just put them on top. So you can cancel those and you get 8s equals 8. Divide by 8 and you get s equals 1. Now we're going to plug that back in up here. So you have 5 times 1 plus t equals 8. So 5 plus t equals 8 minus the 5, t equals 3. Then we just have to write this as an ordered pair in alphabetical order. So that's going to be 2, 1, 3. Because R, S, T. Okay, let's do this one. So here I'm given that c equals negative 1. So let's plug that in. That's negative 2a minus 2b minus 3 times negative 1 equals negative 9. So that's negative 2a minus 2b plus 3 equals negative 9. Subtract that. Negative 2a minus 2b equals negative 12. Let's plug it into the bottom. 2a plus 2b plus 2 times negative 1 equals 10. Well, 2a plus 2b minus 2 equals 10. Add that 2, so 2a plus 2b equals 12. Put those on top. Those cancel, those cancel, those cancel. Whoa. So you're left with 0 equals 0. Whoa. Which is true in every universe, including Earth, because we are a planet in a universe. So if that is true, that means that our answer is negative infinity to positive infinity, because it's all real numbers. And all real numbers include every number cleared to negative infinity and every number cleared to positive infinity. Remember, you guys are awesome. You're awesome little beings in this awesome universe. Also, remember to take the quiz. Okay, bye.